Hello everyone, I803866SX, and you are staring at what is a Windows 11 machine. And I really hope this records okay, as I'm using, for what we call, lack of a better term, a burner machine. This is my old Panasonic Toughbook CF19. It's a 3rd gen Intel i5, so technically it's not even supposed to run 11. But the ImageWriter 2 that we're going to be using this Toughbook with today, and I just kind of gave away the secret, didn't I? So yes, we're going to see if Windows 11 can print to the Apple ImageWriter 2, which is sitting right in front of us right here. So yes, there's our ImageWriter 2 that I have re-imaged. So, or rebuilt, at least recapped. So it is nice and functional now. So, but the good news is, most of the homework's already been done for me. See, there's a YouTuber out there that actually did most of the legwork on this, along with a post on Reddit. So the homework's out there. There's a YouTuber by the name of Sam Davisson that did this a year ago. And then we saw a post on Reddit that said, my final college paper printed off of an ImageWriter. Good for him, or her. I don't know if it's a him or her, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'll put those links in the description along with what we're going to do today. So, first thing is first is we are going to get the ImageWriter driver on here, which cannot be obtained by normal means. You have to have a Windows XP 64-bit or a Server 2003 64-bit image. But even before we do that, this is a serial printer. So let's see what the serial port is going to be. We either have a COM1, a COM2, but it's either COM1 or COM2. I don't know where there's 2 serial ports on this thing, but maybe we'll figure it out when we get to that point. So, but yes, you will need to get the Windows XP 64-bit ISO to make this work, or even have a snowball's chance in a very warm place to make it work. I've already gone ahead and did that. Once you have that, go ahead and get yourself something to mount it with, which in Windows 11, we're just going to open it with Windows Explorer, and that should mount the drive. That's the theory. If you don't have an AMD 64 on your XP or 2003 CD or ISO, start over, try again. So you can't install the printer by normal means. You have to go into print management and sneak the driver on. And this is where I don't quite remember how to do this. So here we go. We're going to go to more actions, and there's nothing there. So I am not quite in the right place. So we are going to see, can I do it here? Yes, so I could go add a driver here. So we go into print server, we go to print servers, add driver. And you want the X64, and we are going to go have disk. And then this is where you're going to go browse on your XP volume. And you are, I think this is, yes, so you're going to double click on NT Print INF, which is going to open up a whole mess of drivers. And do you think we're going to go to Apple? We're not going to go to Apple. We're going to go to the CITO 8510. And we're going to hit next. And your driver is on there. So we have that, we are that far. Now we can add the printer in the normal way. So, okay, well, as normal as Windows 11 is going to get on us anyway. Devices in printers, I think it's, or is it? Yeah. And printers? No. Well, printers and scanners, okay. And it went on the other screen, so bear with me for 1 second. So here we go. We're going to add ourselves a device. And we're going to let Windows do its dumb little search here. We're going to add it manually because this is just special. Okay, so we go to add a local printer. Although you can absolutely use this over the network? Yes, it is absolutely possible. There's a couple of ways to do it. Eventually, I'll show you how I'm going to do this in the final stages of this, but for now, we're going to add our printer or local network with manual settings. We are going to use COM1, because that's what I believe is the serial port on this machine. You can use a USB to serial device, but I really don't like them. I just had so much terrible luck with them. But so anyway, we are going to go to next. And why all of a sudden I don't have my drivers? Well, this is a little bit different. So we're gonna go. We'll go with that. We're gonna roll with that. I really don't like this keyboard. This keyboard is made for newborns. Do not share. We're not going to print a test page because we got a little bit more work to do. I don't know what a JT16. Oh, that's my label writer. Okay, so we are not seeing my printer. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's Apple ImageWriter 2. We are going to go to the printer properties and we're going to see if we can get our driver. Would that be advanced? Yes. And now we're going to select this, and this is going to be our moment of truth. Didn't crash. That's good. And you'd think it'd be done yet, but we're not done yet. And much like Sam Davisson in our Reddit post said, there is some additional work you got to do. If you just do it this way and you send it, I'll show you what happens. Other than my ribbon may need a little bit of attention here. That's another separate issue, but oh yes, you will notice there is something absolutely wrong with the text. It is upside down and backwards. No bueno. So if you can hold this thing up to a light and you'll be able to read it clear as day, but with it upside down. But most people don't want to do that, nor do they have the patience to do that. So let's fix that problem. Also, there's another thing that's, and this may be a limitation of the CITO printer originally. I don't know if I can find it, but we're going to try to find it quick. No. Only select. I don't know where that setting is. Okay, well, we are not going to waste any more of your time trying to find it. But, oh, yeah, here we go. So it says maximum resolution of 96 DPI. That may be a CITO thing, but the ImageWriter itself can go up to 144 DPI. So that's where the sauce is. So we need to modify a file in order to do that. And I'm going to have to figure out where in the wide world said file is. Okay, so we go to C/Windows. We go to System32. We go to Spool. Drivers. X64. 3. And we are going to grab the CI8510 GPD. We're going to make a copy of it on the desktop. In addition, what I like to do, in case something goes terribly wrong, I am going to just do that. I'll put a .old at the end of it. It's going to ask for administrative permissions. And no problem there. So, okay, now we got to edit this thing. And something I don't have on here is Notepad++, but we could use regular old Notepad. for the purposes of this exercise. So there's a few more things we have to do. So we need to, under feature resolution, and that's even on a 10:7 screen like you see here, you have to change this right here. And we're going to change the name to from 96:72 to 144:144. And if you're using a Panasonic Toughbook CF19, you're going to have to go around this keyboard, which has absolutely zero logic to its design. DPI and TextDPI are going to also need the same change, 144:144. And you'll do the same with the one below it. The text DPI will also be 144:144. You're going to change the PinsPerLogPass right below it. This is going to go from 8 to 16. So I have a real mouse. What am I doing? So all these changes here so far, that's 4 out of the 6 changes, or no, there might be more than that. Yeah, there's more than that. So this is just the beginning of it. So we change those 4 values, and then in command, after the first 1B, you have to change the E to a lowercase p. So right here is what they're referring to. There's this lowercase e, which goes to a lowercase p, as in Peter. Okay, we got that. So additionally, to print the full pages, don't scale by 6%. Enable printing on the rightmost and leftmost quarter of the page reuse paper. So we are going to go to feature PaperSize, which is about the top third of the document, right there or so. And we're going to change the x coordinate. Where is the x coordinate? To 224.48. That's printable area. And printable origin is okay. Printable area. Here we go. So printable area. We're going to change this from 2448. We're going to leave the second number intact, and then printable origin is going to go from 72 down to 0. Okay, so we got that going. And then there's one little setting we got to do, and this is a really important setting. I don't quite remember where I got to put it though, so. And it's towards the bottom of the document. Okay, so the secret here is going to be a command called star MirrorRasterByte ? I don't know if we have to outright add it or we have to change a value somewhere. Yes, we got to add it. So let me see where we got to add it quick. Yeah, so right above, between default CTT and switch, this is where you're going to put in this really important line. And this is going to be called mirror raster. That's R as in Roger, byte, ? Space true. Very, very important. Otherwise, your documents will look backwards like they did before. So that, in theory, should be all you need to do. So let's give it the old save function, and let's see what this does. And if you're a fool like I did, you closed out everything. So you have to go back to Windows System 32. And we go to spool. Drivers. 3. And we're going to copy this one in. and we're going to do the administrative permission thing. And in theory, we are ready to try another test document. So let's do it. Now, you'll notice that it'll still say 96 DPI here. No problem. Just print the test page and let's see what we get. And that is all she wrote. Actually, let's go back to that camera for a second. Look at that. It's readable. It looks a lot nicer. So, yeah, that's all we got there. So yes, Windows 11 can absolutely print to this printer from 1989. So, at this point, I'm going to close the video. If you have any questions, do you have any comments, do you have any constructive criticism, please feel free to leave them in the comments section as you wish. I'm far from an expert on it, and as I did say in the beginning, I did copy this from Reddit and a YouTuber by the name of Sam Davisson, although this is Windows 11, so call it a bar bet if you will. I haven't done one of them in a while, but thank you for watching. Have a good one.